When we loosen our control or grip on something and just let things unfold, we find peace. There is only so much you can control anyway. So I set the theme every year when I do my annual review. At the end of 2023, I decided that 2024 would be my year of letting go. It meant letting go of everything that didn't serve me at that time. The situations, the people, the job, the diet, and so on. And then I slowly made changes. Here is a summary of everything I learned about letting go this year. Think of it like a mini annual review. I hope you get inspired by this video somehow on improving your own well-being and to make your life better. So let's get started. What really happened in 2024 for me? In February, I moved out. I'm now living alone. And then in March, I quit my part-time job and went all in my business. In May, I quit my romantic relationship, and then in August, I let go of more clients. I feel like I don't have anything left now. So what's the result? In terms of my living situation, I'm actually a lot more independent because now I'm living alone. I don't need to share anything with anyone. It's a lot of peace, I tell you. It's priceless. I know it's really costly to live alone in Sydney, but I'm quite grateful for the opportunity and I really enjoy that. And then I also had more time because I was self-employed for a while. That means I only needed to show up to the clients during the clinical hours, and then I don't need to be stuck in a physical building or anything. Yeah, more time, more flexibility. And by letting go of that relationship, that meant I actually had more mental clarity and I found peace. Because now I look back, I was always in this fight or flight mode because I was overanalyzing all the situations, all the conversation, which is not great. So now I found peace. But overall, a result of quitting all these things is that I had less income because living alone is costly and I didn't have that many jobs for a good 6 months. So yeah. It's quite a year, actually, now I think of it. But I found myself being okay with it. So here are a few reflections. You might find them helpful. Number one is to really define what freedom means to you. Some people say, oh, it's to be free from desire. You know that song? And to want what you already have, that kind of thing. But to me, it's really important to know what is enough. As Naval said, desire is a contract you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. And I actually have everything I wanted now. A shelter, a fulfilling career, supportive friends, and enough time to work on my health and my side projects, like this one. And I'm really thankful for that. So yes, I don't see letting go as a loss. If you don't let go of things that are not working, then how can you create space for new things, right? I know freedom means different things for different people, but if you have definition, then you can better align your actions with that. If you like this video so far, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more well-being content. Number 2. What is your guiding principle? I think we have to know what we really want to want. There's a great article here. I'll put a link in the description box below. I revisit that every now and then. It's great. Because most of us don't really know what we want. We are just doing what society wants us to want. Basically, just getting more, like climbing the corporate ladder, getting more money in the bank account, getting a bigger house, a better car, that kind of thing. But you might not actually want that. So figuring out what you really want to want is a skill and something essential, because you can make better decisions when you have some guiding principles. Better as in you can take actions that are aligned with your true core values. So pause and reflect and ask yourself, what do you really want? Is it really more of this? Or do you actually have enough? For example, at the beginning of 2024, I told myself that I would not be employed ever again. But then being in my own business wasn't very fun because I was the sole operator and I was still doing all the frontline work. But then the mental health job opportunity came up from that hospital, and I was like, oh, this is actually what I wanted to do. There is a big reason why I quit accounting and went into music therapy. And now the opportunity came up and I was like, this is how I could contribute to help people improve their mental health. So I took it, and yeah, I feel okay with it. Number 3 is to know when to quit. In times like this, I always refer to Stephen Bartlett's quitting framework that I will insert here. It's a really simple flowchart that you can follow. Again, don't forget that quitting is not for losers. You are flexible. You can change. Your goals can also change. You might not want the same thing now when you have more information, and that is okay. Of course, there is a space to test things out before you actually make the decision. For example, if I don't like my current job, I can always resign, right? It's not irreversible. It's not permanent. So give yourself some grace, some space to test things out. Most decisions are actually reversible. In my head, I feel like having kids is a big one. It's non-reversible, so really think about that before you make a decision. But other stuff like getting that job, getting that house, even getting married, they are reversible. You can always sell it, you can always quit, you can always get divorced. It's not the ideal situation, but you know what I mean. My point being, most decisions are not irreversible, so you can really test it out. Don't stick to it just because you feel like you have to. Of course, I think there's a place for serious commitment, but in this context, quitting is not always a bad thing. Number 4, I think peace of mind is a luxury in this day and age. When we loosen our grip on something, we actually can enjoy a better peace of mind. It's a huge lesson for me. I really learned how to let go of most things, of my control-seeking tendency. My plants actually taught me this important lesson the other day, like this one, that one, and that one there. They actually didn't need that much attention. They can just grow on their own, and it's fine. You know, sometimes if you pour too much water, they die, right? And they are just not happy. So yeah, that's my point. Some things will just unfold well without you paying that much attention. And there's only so much that you can control. So think about what other things you need to let go in this season of your life in order to improve your emotional health. Sometimes I feel like being okay is a bit underrated. Again, this is linked to the having enough concept. We are so used to the measurable metrics, for example, the money in the bank account, how big is your house, how fancy is your car. But then I think the real treasure and joy in life can only be measured by invisible metrics. For example, how well you sleep, how calm you feel on a day-to-day basis, and how healthy you are. These things can't be measured and you can't show off with how calm you feel, right? But I think they actually reflect your life quality better than all the measurable metrics, if that makes sense. So yes, I think having a peace of mind is underrated and it's not easy to achieve these days. But this is something that I'm striving for. Also, Oliver Berkman has this awesome article here about loosening our grip on something. Don't forget to check it out. The message here is just to be present and enjoy every single moment of your life instead of worrying about pleasing other people or other people's opinions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I also send weekly emails on well-being tips and lessons I learned from my life that you can subscribe to at no cost. Yes, I do talk about more stuff there instead of on social media. So don't miss out. Easy to subscribe, easy to unsubscribe if you don't like it. Link in description box. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.